To the leaders of the Manoas that are here today, I noticed that Turangarilai and Bunireo is right at the back. Welcome. To the trustees of the First Nation Resources Foundation, invited guests, Dr. Kenrayati, who's known me since I was a very little kid, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just say that it's a pleasure to be here today, on behalf of our Prime Minister, Honorable Sitivendra Muka, and the ministers of your government, to come and open this session here today. Like I had said before, over the last 50 years, we have seen what we've done in our country, and the challenge is, what Fiji do we want to present to the next generation and their children and their children's children in the next 50 years? And one of which is, I think we all agree, is the empowerment of the Tauke. It's been long overdue, and it's time to put some plans into action. Therefore, the meeting here today, I'm excited about, because it is part of this new journey that we are undertaking as a nation and as a people to try and bring about prosperity and stability in our country. I've spoken about the achievements of government and why these things have been done, and I will not go into that again. I'll be accused of being political. But rest assured that this government is a government of action. If you see what we are doing, we are slowly unraveling what has to be unraveled. We are looking at areas where we need to do things better. And certainly this forum, I believe, will be key in terms of trying to bring about changes and improvements in some of the things we've been doing in order to build the new Fiji. Like I said in Fijian, if we take stock of our country, some things are glaringly obvious. One, Itauke own 90% of land in Fiji. Close to 60% of the population in Fiji is of Tauke descent. And according to, however, if you look at it in terms of that report that was produced by the Fiji Bureau of Statistics, out of the 25% or quarter of the population that lives in abject poverty, 2/3 are Tauke. And if you overlay that with the fact that there are not many Fiji businesses in Fiji, there's something not right with that equation. It is not a racial statement, it is an economic statement. And therefore, I think if anything, I'm urging us and the country to start having a discussion on how we can all band together to fix what is a glaring issue in Fiji in the economic context, not a racial context. From the government side, be assured that we are all collaborating and trying to work together. Of course, what is important is that the government comes up with a clear strategy in terms of what it wants to do, particularly in the empowerment of Tauke business and and the unleashing of its resources. And like I have said, there are reviews that are currently being undertaken for the GCC that is about to come to a head this month. We have the review of the Ministry of Itauke that's ongoing, that's undergoing as well. The review of the Itauke Trust Fund, FHL is starting to look at ways that it can assist, which was probably one of the original intents of the FHL. And also, there's interesting developments like the Sole application. One of our Tauke, Mr. Semitukana, who is designing a software that should help in terms of Tauke, or any Fijian for that matter, that'd like to get into business. There are a lot of opportunities for the resource owners at this time. Agriculture, the government of Fiji is focusing very much on how we can bring in a lot more commercial agriculture. So you will hear over the next few months some concerted efforts to get that going. There's some industries that were big industries in the past, like cocoa, for example, dairy, and there's a concerted effort to see whether we can bring back these industries into the mainstream in Fiji. There's opportunities in the creative arts, Nameke, Vikavaya, so that's a big opportunity. And of course, climate change, which is a topic today in the theme of the conference. That is another big opportunity for resource owners in terms of carbon offset. There's carbon offset available for forests. A lot of Tauke here today have a lot of good big forests, and perhaps that can be monetized to assist in bringing about economic empowerment for the resource owners. Of course, the government is standing ready to hear from the meeting in the next few days. And please feel free to provide as much input as you can as we try and develop a very clear strategy on how we will attack this challenge and opportunity for not only the Tauke but the people of Fiji in terms of unlocking the resources in Fiji. When I spoke in my maiden speech at Parliament, in concluding, I talked about the wisdom of Solomon and how when the King Solomon was asked what he wanted by God, he asked for wisdom. I think as we embark on this journey, which is very exciting, very challenging, there will be some very strong conversations to be had. I think I can urge all of us to seek the wisdom of Solomon. Because ultimately, I think, as a country, if we are to proceed and create more stability in Fiji, I personally believe that empowerment or the mainstreaming of Tauke into the business economy is very important. Not as a racial argument, but as an economic argument. So I pray that through these deliberations and as we plot the way ahead for the new Fiji, that we seek the wisdom of King Solomon so that we all thrive together as one nation and one people as we plot the new Fiji. Ni mani tiko sa kina na turangan ni Manoa na mas ni Manoa ni tiko rawa. Ini singandai kem ni sakana turangan ni Matanggali. Tiko sakana chairman ni foundation. Tiko sakana maramana bunuai kandrate. Tiko sakana maramana turanga. Ni rawa sakat tiko mendai. Maindo sakat sungana nunggu wasa mendola sakat kina na Songo Binaka. Na Singatolu. O satu na wanu inui. Ina bubuin rau na bubu binaka na vital no. Sa basa ka siya na kanya.